In the last episode of Sailing TEHO, we experienced our first week of living on the hook. In this episode, we return from sea to explore Peanut Island with new friends Matt and Jessica. We go snorkeling and have engine trouble in the Atlantic Ocean. All right, we're coming back in from the ocean. Did you like it out there?
Yeah, it was good.
It's fun.
Yeah. And we're gonna come in and anchor, explore this little island.
A barbecue.
Barbecue.
And barbecue. Hot dogs. Hot dogs.
No.
Well, can you made it out and back in? Supposed to celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are officially in, so made it this far.
I agree.
I think so. Short from here.
We should toast to making it back.
We made it back.
And I think we're at like official low tide here in about 20 minutes. Safety beer.
One beer for safety,
Take the edge off.
one EFD for safety.
One beer to make sure the PDF gets used.
No longer
We're gonna...
Filming you.
Yeah. Cheers.
To our new cameraman.
Josh just ruined it. Yeah. Just like we'd expect.
We're back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here he is playing with wieners.
I can't even see the wieners. Oh, there they are.
Never tell a guy that.
Can't see the wiener. Okay, so we just went out sailing in the Atlantic Ocean. It was our first time, and our new friends from that we met in Indiantown, Matt and Jessica, came with us.
us.
Yep.
That's us.
So I just want to say a little bit about yourselves.
I'm Jessica,
I'm Matt, yeah.
and we are in Indiantown Marina right now restoring a metal boat, but we did cruise for about 3 years before that on a 34-foot Sabre that we took through the Caribbean and across the Atlantic, where we purchased this new boat while in Portugal, drunk on sangria, and sailed back across the Atlantic to meet it in Florida, which we've been working on ever since. Matt, you want to throw anything in?
Nope,
That was
well
the
done.
story.
Good job.
Cool.
That's our story.
They did a wonderful
Sounds
job
good.
sailing
And we
today.
had a lot of fun
Yeah.
with TEHO on their first day out
Aw.
on the
Yep,
Atlantic.
lots of firsts today.
And we're going to
Thanks,
wrangle
guys.
them into taking us out once more once we're not having a cold front and we can go swimming
Yeah.
and do other.
It'll happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good,
With those
good.
bikinis on.
Yep.
For now, we'll enjoy some hot dogs.
Wieners.
Wieners.
I got the wieners.
And ghost stories.
Okay, so we just anchored in our first spot with clear water, and we're used to not being able to see the bottom, so we're going to dinghy around and try to make sure that it's deep enough for us, because this is probably the most shallow we've been in as well. There's Courtney getting aboard. Anyways, let's see the bottom of our boat. So we took the day off traveling. We are at Phil Foster Park, right by West Palm by Peanut Island. It's sunny, the tide is way in, we're at slack tide, and we are in one of the top 10 diving spots in the United States apparently. So we're going to take some time, try our snorkeling gear out for the first time, and get out there and see this stuff. So take you along with us. Hopefully you can see the water's pretty clear.
Okay, so we went snorkeling this morning and then we spent the rest of the day getting TEHO ready because we're taking our first ocean voyage by ourselves to Florida Lauderdale tomorrow. So we got Dingy Dan's motor up there, it's all latched down, and then let's go to the front. I'll show you what we did with Dingy Dan. Up here by ourselves. It was probably quite funny to watch, but we got him up there and we lashed down gas cans, water cans, things like that. Fenders are all put away. What else did we do to get her ready?
That's pretty much it as far as the boat. I mean, other than putting everything up, making sure that stuff's not going to go flying around.
You gotta focus on what you're doing.
Alright, well, we're about to run out of batteries.
Okay. Yeah, so it was a successful day. We had some fun and did some planning and then did some work, and we're waking up real early tomorrow.
Okay, so we got up at 5 o'clock this morning. We've been getting ready. Neither of us slept much at all. It is our first day to go out into the Atlantic on our own. It's not for very far, it's just like a 45-mile trek down to Fort Lauderdale. But we're still kind of really nervous. Pretty scared about the whole thing just because it's all new.
There's the captain.
All right, big day. We're almost out into the Atlantic. Maybe 5 or 10 more minutes of motoring out to there. We got a nice early start. We're going to get to see an awesome sunrise over the Atlantic Ocean and hopefully make some good progress today.
Yeah, we're going pretty fast today, right?
Yeah, without Dingy Dan trailing behind us, we've gained almost a full knot of speed. And I think the tide is actually coming in right now, or it's slack. So I don't think the tidal current's pushing us.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta go. There's a boat.
Okay, bye. We're almost in the ocean. I am nervous as shit. Alright, we just cleared the jetties. So, me and Jeremy are officially in the Atlantic Ocean. Just the two of us. It's rolling out here. We're preparing with our ginger candy.
Hey, so we are about 20 miles in on our 50-ish mile trip down to Fort Lauderdale. It hasn't been completely successful. I think our main further is wrecked. We had some issues getting the sail out the last couple times we've been trying to do it, and this time it did not want to function at all, and now it seems like there's a bent part on it. But it's really old. It kind of expected it to stop working, just not this soon. But we did save some money in the budget to be able to replace that or get it resolved. The other issue is our motor, our engine has decided to drop RPMs randomly a few times throughout the trip. We thought we were good. We've gone about an hour and a half without it doing it, and it just did it again. I don't know if it's air in the fuel lines or what. I know it's not temperature related, or it doesn't seem like it should be air related, so it's either in the fuel or in the exhaust. But right now we're at least making 5.5 knots, so we're on our time schedule, so we don't have too much to worry about yet. We just don't want to come into the inlet at dark and try to anchor in the dark and everything. I think that's it.
Yep, TEHO just wants me on my feet every time I sit down. That little RPM thing happens, but it's turning out to be a pretty day. The waves look nice. They're not anything heavy or anything, so it's going pretty good.
All right, bye guys.
So, can you explain to me what's happening now?
Yeah, so we've had a lot of firsts recently. Our first sail, our first taste of the Atlantic, among quite a few other things. Now we can add our first towing to the list. So we've been using TEHO for weeks now, with no hiccups at all. So we thought, okay, let's make a longer trip, about a 50-mile trip down, using the Atlantic. And today is the day that we had a fuel issue. I thought I could get it resolved underway, but it was just getting too tough. It's getting too late in the day, so we had to call a tow. We're being brought into a marina, and hopefully we can get this thing resolved.
That's right. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen out there, right?
Right.
There's Brett up there, giving us a tow. So we ended up getting safely towed to Lighthouse Point Marina near the Hillsborough Inlet, where we spent the next few days on engine repairs and other boat projects. Also, in the next episode of Sailing TEHO, Jeremy gets a haircut, we deal with more engine issues, and make our way further south towards Miami, Florida.